Bonjour, today let's have a look at the verb dire, which means to say or to tell, in three tenses, the present, the past and the future tense. Okay, what I'm going to do now is conjugate the verb dire, okay, in the present tense, in the past tense and the future tense, and give you a couple of examples to apply this verb that we are about to conjugate, okay? Now, dire is a funny one. Dire belongs to these top 20 verbs that we use a lot in French, and it means to say, but it can also mean to tell, okay? So, let's have a look at what it looks like. And because it belongs to a third word verb, it is what we call an irregular verb. It does not necessarily look like dire in its infinitive form. So let's have a look at what it looks like in the present tense. So we are going to learn how to say I say or I am saying, you say, he saying, and so on. So, je dis, I say, or I'm saying. Tu dis, you say. Il dit, he says. Elle dit, she says. On dit, one says. Nous disons, we say or we are saying. Vous dites. So watch out here. It's not vous disiez, but vous dites. And that means you're saying or you say. Ils disent. Okay, they are saying or they say. Elles disent. They are saying or they say. And that's the plural feminine. Okay? Now, je dis, tu dis, il dit, elle dit, on dit, nous disons, vous dites, ils disent, elles disent. You should try to learn this one by heart because it is commonly used. So, for example, I could say, je te dis qu'il viendra. Je te dis, I am telling you, or I tell you, qu'il viendra. Now, here you've got two tenses in this sentence. The first one, dire, is a present tense. I tell you, okay, I said to you. Qu'il viendra, here is a future tense of venir, to come. So, I tell you that he will come. And that's what the sentence means. Have a look at that. I tell you that he will come. Okay, I'm telling you, he's going to come. Now, another sentence could be, qu'est-ce que tu dis? Qu'est-ce que tu dis? What are you saying? Qu'est-ce que tu dis? Okay, now in a sentence, in a question, qu'est-ce que, and then tu dis. Okay, what are you saying? Qu'est-ce que tu dis? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? What is he saying? Yeah? Okay, and another word, comment dites-vous ce mot en espagnol? Comment dites-vous ce mot en espagnol? So comment is how, okay? How do you say this word in Spanish? Comment dites-vous ce mot en espagnol? Yeah? So have a look at this and have a look at the present tense. Okay? Now I'm going to move on to the passé composé here. And again, this is a video which presents three tenses, okay? Nothing stops you from going back to the beginning and having a look at the present tense again. And this is the magic of videos nowadays. You can go back, just go back, okay? Now, the passé composé, and I have explained that so many times, is either used with avoir or être in the past. So you must know your verb avoir in the present tense or être in the present tense in order to form a past tense, okay? Now, you want to say I said or I told or I have said or have told. It's the same in French. You must say j'ai dit. So I have told, okay? J'ai dit. And look at the past participle of dire is dit, D-I-T. So, j'ai dit, and then you conjugate the verb avoir in the present tense. Tu as dit, il a dit, on a dit, elle a dit, sorry, I missed the dit, il a dit, elle a dit, on a dit, nous avons dit, we said, we told, we have said, we have told, vous avez dit, ils ont dit, elles ont dit. And obviously you hear me say the word zon or the sound zon because il ends with an S and on begins with a vowel. Well done you. So what you have discovered here is that you must absolutely know the auxiliary verb to have in order to be able to conjugate dire in the passé composé, okay, the past tense, the tense which represents the past which is gone, done, over with. So if I were to use j'ai dit, tu as dit, il a dit, and so on in an example, you say nous avons dit à Laura de venir vers 20h. Nous avons dit à Laura de venir vers 20h. Now we know that nous avons dit means we told. We told Laura. We told Laura. No, dire à quelqu'un, to say to somebody, okay? To say something to someone, we say dire à, okay? Have a look at à here and then you add the name. So, nous avons dit à Laura de venir. What did we ask Laura to do? De venir, to come. So be very careful. It's a tricky one here, okay? Because you need this a and you need the de, okay, in order to make sense in French. So we told Laura to come at vers around 20h, okay? 20h, which is 8 p.m., okay? Nous avons dit à Laura de venir vers 20h. Okay. Another example using dire in a passé composé could be il ne m'a rien dit. Il ne m'a rien dit. Now here you have a negation. Can you see it? Yeah. Well, you've got ne. Definitely, whatever comes after no is a negation. The negation is rien here. Not pas, but rien. Ne, rien. It means nothing. Okay? And the fact we are saying me apostrophe a means to me. So, il ne m'a rien dit. Remember, it's in the past tense. He didn't say anything, nothing to me. He said nothing to me. Or he didn't say anything to me. You can say both in English. But in French you can't. You have just il ne m'a rien dit. He did not say anything to me. Okay? This one is tricky. Have a look again. And again, why don't you watch this video again? Be familiar with dire in the passé composé. In order to form this kind of sentences, you need to be pretty cool with this passé composé. Yeah? Let's have a look at dire again in the future tense. So basically we are going to learn how to say I will say, you will say, he will say, and so on. So, je dirai, I will say. We know that the endings of the future tense is always the same. Ré, ra, ron, ri, ron. You must know that by heart. And once you know that, then you just add them to your stem, the stem of the verb you want to use. In that case, it's dire. Okay? Je dirai, I will say. Tu diras, you will say. Il dira, he will say. Elle dira, she will say. On dira, one will say, or we will say. Nous dirons, we will say. Vous direz, you will say. Ils diront, elles diront. Both mean they will say. But we have one that represents the masculine plural and the other one the feminine plural. By the way, ils diront can represent the mixed plural. Okay? When you talk about a boys and girls. Okay? So again, I invite you to learn this by heart. If you want to be confident, you're going to tell me, but I don't want to, it's too hard. Well, tough luck. What can I say? You've got to know this, okay? If you want to be perfect in French, if you want to have any chances of communicating in an accurate way. Now, examples here. Je te dirai ce soir pourquoi j'ai pris cette décision. Je te dirai ce soir pourquoi j'ai pris cette décision. Now you're going to tell me, there is a te in between the je and dirai. What does that mean? It means you. So if I will say, the you is before. I will say to you, or I will tell you, okay? The you that you find in English comes before the verb. Je te dirai, I will tell you, okay? This evening, ce soir, this evening, pourquoi, why, j'ai pris cette décision, I took this decision, or I made this decision. You can say both in English, okay? So I will tell you this evening why I took this decision. And please be very careful. I know in English it's so tempted to translate I and then will and then the verb. We don't have such a thing as will. As you've noticed, we have special endings that replace that tell me it's a future tense. Now, the last example, tu lui diras bonjour de ma part. Tu lui diras bonjour de ma part, okay? Now, tu means you, diras will say. Now, lui means him. You will tell him or you will tell her. It means both, by the way. You will tell him or her, hello, from me, de ma part, from my part, de ma part, from me. Tu lui diras bonjour de ma part. You will say hello to him from me. Okay, so say hello to him from me. Tu lui diras bonjour de ma part. Okay, here I'm using the future tense, but you could say dis-lui bonjour de ma part. Tell him or her hello from me. Okay? Right, now this is a tough one. I understand it's really hard, but why don't you have a look at it and have a look at the chart here? Have a look at what it looks like next to each other. And I know it helps, and I know that you have requested this kind of videos where I put the tenses next to each other instead of producing them individually. And I can see why. It really helps to see it in the bigger picture, okay? Now you can find the support guide for this lesson on my website, learnfrenchwithalexa.com. And why don't you have a look at it? It's awesome. And subscribe to Learn French with Alexa, the channel on YouTube, so you're part of my little community and you are, kept updated by whatever I post on a very regular basis. That's it for me. Au revoir and work well and bonne continuation. À bientôt. Salut. Bisous bisous.